If your cruise is stopping in Avalon, Catalina Island, then this video is for you. I'm going to walk you through exactly how the cruise port works, how to get around, what you can do on foot, beach options, top excursions, golf cart rentals, and a few important tips that can make or break your day on Catalina Island. By the end of this video, the goal is that you'll know exactly what to expect the moment you step off the ship. Now, if you have any questions whilst watching this video, just write them down in the comment section below and we'll do our best to respond to them as soon as we can. Now let's first start today with where the ship arrives. Firstly, it's important to know that Avalon is a tender port. Now this means that your cruise ship does not dock at a pier. Instead, the ship anchors offshore and you'll take a tender boat ashore to land. Now, one important tip here, tender tickets may be required by your cruise ship, especially early in the morning close after arriving. So check with your cruise line when you're on board as to what that process will be. Now, if you want to get off and just head out early and make the most of the day, head to wherever you need to collect a tender ticket from as soon as you possibly can. The tender ride usually takes about 10 minutes to get from ship to shore, and it's typically very smooth unless you get a little bit unlucky and seas are a little bit rougher. Normally you arrive at the cruise ship tender docks, which you can see pictured here on this map. You essentially come out of the tender arrival area, head to the right, and you can wander right into the downtown area. Avalon is small, charming, and extremely walkable. This gives the town a relaxed resort-style feel that's different from most cruise ports that you visit. From the tender pier, the first thing that you'll see is small rental shops offering golf carts and e-bikes to ride around. Local shops and restaurants are only a short distance away, and there is plenty around the curved harbour area to explore on foot. You'll see souvenir shops, beachwear, and various local arts and crafts here. While you can just wander around and enjoy the waterfronts and do some people watching and check out some of the local stores, there are some other points of interest here that you might want to add into your visit to Catalina Island. So let's take a look at this map. Here you can see the point of your arrival and various sightseeing options with a scale for distance. So let's take a look around. Firstly, the Catalina Casino. Now, despite the name, this is not a gambling casino. It's a historic building that houses a beautiful Art Deco movie theater, the Catalina Island Museum, and does guided tours showcasing island history and much more. Next up, for incredible views, head to the Wrigley Memorial and Botanic Garden. You want to take a golf cart or a taxi for this unless you enjoy steep uphill walks. Now, we will get into the transport options in just a moment. Now, from the memorial, you can get panoramic views of Avalon Bay and quiet garden paths with native plants throughout. This really is one of the best spots on the island for photos, especially if you want to get some nice shots looking back down over the bay. And for some extra context to your visit, check out the Catalina Museum for Art and History. This museum showcases over 7,000 years of Catalina Island's history and culture, including indigenous heritage, early explorers, the Wrigley family's influence, and various vibrant art exhibitions. It presents both permanent collections and rotating special exhibitions, so every visit can feel fresh and different, so if you've been before, you might see different things now. Just note though, it is closed on Mondays for around half the year, so just check in advance of your visit to make sure it will be open if you do happen to come in on a Monday. And if you're more just looking for some sunshine and relaxation, try the Descanso Beach Club. It is Avalon's most popular beach day destination for cruise ship passengers, especially for travelers who just want a resort-style experience without booking a ship's excursion. It's privately operated, well organized, and designed specifically for visitors. It is located just outside the main town of Avalon, about 0.7 of a mile from the tender pier. Now if you're going on foot, you just walk along the paved, scenic waterfront path. The walk is mostly flat, very easy, and ocean views accompany you the entire way along. Now just know though, this is a man-made pebble beach and not soft sand. Descanso Beach Club has full food and bar service right on the beach, as well as the ability to rent lounge chairs. So now that you have an idea of the area and things to see, let's talk about transportation options. If you don't want to walk everywhere, your main transportation option is golf carts. Golf cart rentals are extremely popular though, so you're going to want to go early. Typical rental prices around $60 to $70 per hour, $120 to $140 for 2 hours, or typically around $200 for a half day. You will need a valid driver's license and at least be 21 years old. Golf cart rentals are perfect for reaching scenic overlooks, going to the Wrigley Memorial or Descanso Beach, or even driving up higher to see residential hills with great views looking back down over the bay. Now, an important piece of information at the time of recording this video is that there is no Uber or Lyft on Catalina Island. Taxis do exist, but they are limited and wait times can be a little bit longer, especially on busy cruise days. Now, if you are someone who prefers organized ship activities, Catalina Island does offer some great excursions that are possible to book through your cruise line. Now, some of the most popular options include things like glass bottom boat tours, wildlife spotting by boat, snorkeling or scuba diving tours, or overland Jeep eco tours into the island interior. There are a variety of options, so just check with your cruise line in advance because space on these tours can sometimes be a little bit limited. So now that you know what to see and how to get around, here are a few other things just to keep in mind. The first one, watch your time. Now, since this is a tender port, the last tender boat coming back to the ship typically leaves early, normally around half an hour before sail away, so keep that time in mind. The second one, book golf carts and excursions early. They do sell out on busy cruise days. And thirdly, just make sure to bring reef-safe sunscreen if you do plan on swimming or snorkeling. And finally, the last tip is that while Catalina is beautiful and relaxed, it's not the cheapest place you'll be going to, so just budget a little more than you might in other ports for things like going out to a restaurant or perhaps buying some souvenirs here. Avalon, Catalina Island is one of the most beautiful and unique cruise ports on the West Coast. Whether you choose to simply relax at the beach, explore by golf cart, or simply wander around the charming town, Avalon is a port that truly feels like a vacation within your existing cruise vacation. Now, if you have any questions at all about a visit to Avalon Cruise Port, write them down in the comments below and we'll try our best to help out and get back to you as soon as we can. But otherwise, thanks very much for watching and enjoy your visit to Catalina Island.